Here in the Cleveland Browns locker room with the Scottish Hammer himself, Jamie Gillan. Just chatting to you off camera. You sound like a guy who's living the dream a little bit at the minute.
I definitely am. The American dream, as they'd say. To come from Pine Bluff to here is quite an experience, but just soaking it all in, enjoying everybody and everything around Cleveland, and just make sure I punt the ball well on Sundays, right?
For guys in the UK who maybe aren't familiar with your story, it's an incredible one, isn't it? Through Facebook, you end up in college. Just talk us a little bit through that story and how you landed here.
It was all kind of a big. It was the stars aligned, I guess. I just made a couple of moves here and there that ended up working in my favour, but not just through me. My dad helped me out with decisions, my dad and my mum, my family, and then Coach Woodburn helping me out too, and just making little decisions here and there that ended up being that full scholarship through Facebook. And then thanks to my good friend Trent, who happened to put my highlight film onto the post, and then I got the full scholarship, and I'd had a couple of good ones that night, and I actually forgot I'd even accepted the scholarship, and woke up in the morning like, what have I just done? And then I ended up going to Pine Bluff 4 days later.
There's lots of stories circulating online about you basically kicking the air out of footballs. Is that accurate? How many did you do it?
I did. It was 3 or 4 of them, and it was. I just didn't know what was going on, because I guess it's because it was cold. I was training in the off-season in Arkansas, and we don't have any indoor facilities, so I'm out there punting in like 20 degrees in the morning and stuff, because I was helping out the strength and conditioning coach. And I just, 1 week when I'm practicing punting every ball, like one ball that day, all the ball that day, I'm like, what is going on? I'm calling Wilson. They're like, yeah, well, you have to do this stuff to return it, and it was just a big faff. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'll just punt the other balls. They're all shaped the same, so. And then Cleveland and the 49ers sent me some footballs, and that was like Christmas.
What where does it come from, the punt? I guess rugby.
Yeah, just rugby, man. Anybody that has known me when I was a young kid going to rugby with my dad on Saturdays, I'd go early with my dad and just kick rugby balls all day, practicing conversions. One of the books I read was Jonny Wilkinson, How to Play Rugby My Way. My mom or my granny had bought it from a charity shop, and I'd read that about his theory on torpedo punts, as he called it, and place kicking, and I just learned everything through that, and we're just going to practice it. I just love sports, so that's all I did.
Yeah, there's a rich history of Scottish specialists in the NFL. Lawrence Tynes, the former Giants kicker, Graham Gino. What is it about Scotland that seems to churn out NFL kickers and punters?
I don't know, maybe it's because it's the easiest position on the field to just kick back and relax on the sideline. I don't know. I guess good soccer players, our football players. There's plenty of guys I know that definitely have legs to be kickers in college level for sure out here, because they've just you grew up with a soccer ball, as they call it here. So I know guys with some big legs, especially goalkeepers. Imagine goalkeepers doing kickoffs and stuff. They'll go back of the end zone all day. So I got lucky with my dad being stationed in Maryland and just being able to grasp this opportunity and take it. But I know a lot of rugby players that could transfer their skills really well over to the American football side if they wanted to. It's a good alley. I'd recommend it.
Any interest in heading back and trying to do something to make that happen? A story like this can be a catalyst for something like that.
Yeah. Actually, I might as well just say it now. I'm planning on coming back in the off season, and I'm going to come back for a good 4 weeks, and I'm going to get in touch with some people, try and get some the Browns to send some footballs overseas, and just have like a little kicking camp and just see what people have, and just show them this is what you can do. And it is hard, but you can do it if you have a natural ability to kick a ball. And just there's so many. You see how college football is out here. That's mega rich, and full scholarships and everything available. And I wouldn't have gone to university back home. I'm not the brightest person ever. But they gave me a full scholarship, and they don't just throw you into class. They've got so many alleys to help you get through classes. So they helped me get through college as well. It was awesome.
I spent a bit of time in the stands tonight. It's not much different, Cleveland to Inverness, is it? Certainly with how cold it is. How are you acclimatising to it?
Right, I'm doing all right. It's with down on the sideline, we've got these big engine blowers that are blasting out heat. got these little kangaroo hand warmer things with heat warmers in it. I'm roasting out there until I run out in the field. I'm like, oh man, let's get this over with. No, I'm not like that, but it's good. I mean, we put a lot of practice in. Me, Austin, and Charlie. We make sure we go out, even when it snowed a lot this week. But we still went out in the field and got some snow weather, kicking and punting in, because, you know, especially going through this kind of season in Cleveland, we're probably going to get some snow games, and you got to get acclimatized to it.
And just finally, what was it like the first time in a regular season game you went out there? You know, it must be, and I get that you've done it in college, but it just must be incredibly surreal given the story.
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, I just remember running out the tunnel and just the ground vibrating from the crowd going crazy. You know, the Cleveland fans are the best in the league, in my opinion. They're loyal, and they are passionate, and you can just feel the energy in the stadium. So when I going out there, I was like, this is awesome, and I just immediately knew I was loving it as it was. But when I came out into the game, I was like, this is awesome. I want to do this for a while.